This small town just south of Indianapolis is growing fast, but it's doing it the right way. Today, I'm breaking down the top 5 reasons people are moving to Bargersville. It's about building community, and they're setting themselves up for a pretty incredible future. And if you think that sounds good, wait till you hear reason number 5. That one could change everything. Reason number 1 is top-rated schools. Most of Bargersville falls into the Center Grove School Corporation. Center Grove, statewide, and especially around the Indianapolis area, is considered one of the top-ranked school districts in and around Indy. We're talking about 4-star schools, we're talking about A ratings, we're talking about excellent academics, as well as an incredible sports and activity program that is known statewide and in some cases nationwide. Many people in the Indy area know Center Grove from their sports teams. The football team, continually a top contender as a state finalist and a contender to win the state championship. Many of their other sports are well known throughout the state. The boys and girls golf teams, the swimming team, the baseball team has been top ranked for several years. Softball has won multiple state championships. The tennis program at Center Grove is top notch, and their volleyball team is always competitive. So we're talking about sports, and I probably even forgot some, that compete at a very high level in the top ranked classes for their sports throughout the state. But that's not it when it comes to Center Grove and what they're known for. Their show choir is right now the 2-time defending national champions for show choir at the top level. Center Grove has a great music program, from their marching band to their indoor percussion to their color guard. The music program from Center Grove is terrific, and that continues over onto their stage programs as well. Many of those programs are successful because of the feeder programs that ultimately get those kids ready for when they get into the high school competition. So the Center Grove Bantam Football League is highly regarded as a great feeder system going into that well-known Center Grove football program. The CG Aquatics Club leads into their terrific swimming program. South Central Soccer Academy is well known in the area for preparing those kids for futures in the soccer program at Center Grove. So there's lots of community-based sports and activities that the students and the kids can be involved with. And the families in the Center Grove area and throughout Bargersville do a great job of supporting those programs. They travel with those kids. Unfortunately, they pay a lot of money to be involved in those programs, but they know that in the end, it's going to lead to a successful program when they get to the high school level where they can compete for state championships on a regular basis. That community involvement leads to great family vibes throughout Center Grove. It's a very supportive community because honestly, the community kind of centers around the Center Grove School Corporation. So lots of families know each other from their kids competing or participating in activities together, and they year after year come back and see the same people over and over again, which creates a great familial vibe throughout Bargersville that carries over into the Bargersville community. Reason number 2, Bargersville is close to Indianapolis, but far from the noise. If you want to get to downtown Indianapolis from Bargersville, it's about a 35-minute ride. Now, of course, traffic patterns change. There can be a lot of congestion in various spots of Bargersville and Greenwood that can prevent you from maybe getting downtown in 35 minutes, but in general, it's about a 35-minute ride to get downtown. If you want to go out west and get to the Indianapolis airport, again, traffic permitting, it's about 25 minutes, which isn't bad at all. Some other nearby cities that are convenient to get to from Bargersville, you're looking at Bloomington, which is about a 45-minute ride south. Just head on 69. Boom, you're there in about 45 minutes. If you want to go south, but more of an easterly direction, you can get down to Columbus or Nashville, anywhere in about 35 to 40 minutes. Again, traffic permitting. So Bargersville is in a really nice location when it comes to convenience to get to other nearby larger cities. But Bargersville is also away from the noise. Moving down to Bargersville, you have homes with large land areas, oftentimes a half acre or more, some with multiple acres of land. It's not a hustle and bustle city. There aren't a lot of stoplights throughout Bargersville. As of right now, there aren't a whole ton of businesses in Bargersville, so it's mostly homes, thus creating kind of a quiet atmosphere, almost as if you're out in the country sometimes. Reason number 3 is affordable, spacious living. Now, before I get into this, I get some feedback sometimes on these videos about affordability. Affordability is relative, and I understand that. But when you're comparing cities, and especially nearby cities that are similar in size and definitely location, well, some are going to be more affordable than others. So affordability depends on the person. That being said, Bargersville is considered an affordable community when it's compared to some of the larger cities like Carmel and Fishers and Noblesville and Zionsville, and all of those are north of Indianapolis. On the south side, Bargersville honestly can be a bit expensive, with a median sale price of about $415,000. I get it. That's expensive for some people, but for others, $415,000 is not. And considering the types of homes that you can get in the Bargersville area, $415,000 can seem like a tremendous bargain. Now, just like any community, there's a wide range of homes for sale and available in the area. I looked up prices for Bargersville, and available homes are starting as low as about $229,000, and they can go up well over $1 million. It just depends on where within Bargersville you want to be. But personally, I would definitely consider homes at $229,000 to $300,000 to be affordable. But again, that's all relative. That $415,000 median sale price that I mentioned is actually down 11% from just a year ago. So by comparison, 1 year to the next, it's actually gotten to be more affordable. One of the things about Bargersville that's happening is it's growing. There's lots of space in Bargersville. There's many farmlands or vacant fields that are being sold off for communities to be constructed. So you're going to find anywhere from about 8 to 10 new home build communities that are currently under construction in Bargersville. In fact, Johnson County has 104% more new build contracts that have just been filed, which is the most by far of any county in the Indianapolis area. So Bargersville continues to be the growing place. Those new construction homes, well, yes, they can be super pricey. Aberdeen is one particular location in Bargersville where all of the homes are $1 million or more, but you can get affordable new home construction from some of the builders as low as $350,000. And of course, it goes up from there depending on what type of amenities you want to be in your house, as well as who the builder is and the materials and all of that. It all varies. But for people who are currently maybe in the market for a house, they want to be in Bargersville and they can't really find something that works for them, new construction is probably a pretty good option. And right now, because there's so much new construction in that area, builders are offering great incentives for people to come in, use their financing, and qualify for thousands of dollars off or amenity packages. There are a number of special deals that lots of builders are offering that you probably want to consider if that's the route you want to go and if you want to be in Bargersville. Reason number 4, local flavors and safe streets. Between breweries like Taxman and local favorites like Our Table, you have many options in the Bargersville area for food and dining, as well as breweries, and that's only continuing to grow. As I said earlier, there's not a lot of businesses out in Bargersville, but the ones that do exist, they tend to be restaurants and breweries and family establishments where families can go and dine and hang out with their friends. That's how Bargersville is continuing to grow and why it is such an attractive place, because it's not a big city, there's not a lot of congestion, but there are lots of opportunities for families to go out and do things together. Bargersville is also known for low crime rates and safe neighborhoods. One other element that's attracting a lot of families to want to consider moving to Bargersville. As I come up to number 5, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button so you can come back and see more videos later on and hear about what's happening in the various towns around the Indianapolis area. Reason number 5, Bargersville is a place that you may want to consider. It is absolutely booming. Now I say that, and again, it's all relative. The most recent numbers I could find on Bargersville population came from 2023, which had just over 11,000 residents in the town. Last time census was taken was 2020, and there were 9,560 residents as of that time. In that 3-year period, that's a growth of about 13%, which is not overwhelming. I would certainly imagine that the growth of Bargersville with new construction and more people wanting to move there, here in 2025, I'm sure there's going to be more than 11,000 residents at this point. Probably not a massive amount, however. Bargersville is on the verge of a boom. Now, not entirely sure what that's going to mean for growth in population, but the town council just passed a master plan that is going to revitalize downtown Bargersville. They want to redo some streets. They want to construct some buildings that include civic center, more restaurants and office space. They want it to be a gathering place. So there's going to be green space for people to hang out and enjoy the town of Bargersville, where people can walk around, visit the local shops and merchants, and meet up with friends and neighbors from around town as a cool place to hang out. I'm not entirely sure when that's supposed to actually get started, because there are still some more hurdles that they need to jump through for final approval of the project, but they're on their way. There's also a massive project that Pulte Homes wants to build in Bargersville, which is going to include hundreds of homes, that is going to increase the population of Bargersville close to downtown. Some of the communities that are currently under construction, they're a little bit farther out from the downtown Bargersville area. This one, hundreds of homes right near what will eventually be the center of town. So in the coming years, I would imagine by 2030, Bargersville is going to look vastly different. What the town wants to do is to get away from being a commuter town. Like I said, there aren't a ton of businesses in the Bargersville area, so many people live in town, but then they have to drive out of the city to get to their jobs. Bargersville would like it to be more of a community-centered area where people work within the town where they live, thus creating an even better community atmosphere. So what's going to happen in Bargersville in the coming years? Not entirely sure, but it's very likely that as of right now, they are on the verge of a boom. And if you can get into the city now where prices are relatively affordable, then years from now, you're going to be happy that you did, because home prices are only going to increase in value as that city booms. Bargersville's not just growing, it's building something special. If you're looking for a town with more space, a real community, and planning for the future, Bargersville might just be the town you're looking for. If you want to keep up with everything happening in and around Indy, new developments, up and coming spaces, and everything in between, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment. Would you want to get in on a town that's just about to blow up? I'd love to hear what you think.